It has been reported that Prigozhin's son has eye on Wagner reboot. Indonesia's three state-owned enterprises were accused of selling weapons to Myanmar. Coinbase will delist a massive 80 trading pairs on October 16, 2023. Several Ether futures ETFs go live, including VanEck.
Ahead of Mean Girls theatrical reboot, Paramount drops original pick on TikTok in 23 parts for free. Handle soars past 24K followers. Writers are worried Disney must face pared down antitrust suit on live streaming pay TV.
Leonardo DiCaprio's outfit in Titanic movie going up for sale. -3PO's head from Star Wars, expected to fetch up to £1 million in auction. Disgraced Warner Brothers producer Andrew Kreisberg arrested for forcible touching a woman at a 2022 bar mitzvah. Disgraced Hollywood director Brett Ratner, accused of rape, immigrates to Israel.
Mexico's president says 10K migrants a day head to U.S. border. He blames U.S. sanctions on Cuba. Biden administration indicts Chinese companies and executives tied to fentanyl distribution. Russian ruble weakens past 100 to the dollar. China and Brazil close first full operation in local currencies. Texas is home to nearly 30% of all Bitcoin hash rate. Binance US and Changpeng Zhao face class action lawsuit over FTX collapse. Big win for Ripple and XRP, as Judge Torres denies SEC motion to file interlocutory appeal.
Cardano stablecoin project gambled away investors' money before rug. $2 billion crypto refund is coming to former Celsius users as company unveils their rebranding and relaunch. Crypto casinos may have the best adoption model for non-crypto users. In South Africa, Environment Ministry gives total green light for Western Cape offshore drilling. Iraq benefits from large jump in oil prices in September. Ukraine designates China's biggest oil firms as sponsors of war for Russian joint ventures. Blast at illegal Nigerian oil refinery kills 37 people.
South Korean skater have to do national service after celebrating too soon and missing out on victory by 0.01 seconds, costing him a gold medal that would have meant he could avoid the draft. Korea defeats China 4-1 in final to secure gold in Go board game.
France agrees to deliver military equipment to Armenia. Romania to send troops to bolster NATO Kosovo force. Russia's Black Sea Fleet is pulling out of Crimea. Socialist leader Pedro Sanchez invited to try to form government in Spain. Pro-Moscow Japan lawmaker Muniya Suzuki visits Russia. In defiance of government advice, EU set to announce Ukraine accession talks by December 2023. Russian textbook claims German unification was annexation, and German leaders celebrate 33 years of unity in Hamburg.
Netflix plans to raise prices after actors' strike ends. Walt Disney Pictures VFX workers also of Marvel vote to unionize with IATSE.
German museum employee swaps painting for fake and sells original to fund luxury lifestyle. Detroit man steals 800 gallons using Bluetooth to hack gas pumps at station.
Kevin McCarthy ejected as U.S. House Speaker by hard-right Republicans in historic defeat, sending House into utter chaos. Canada MPs elect first Black House of Commons Speaker. Liberal MP Greg Fergus as new House of Commons Speaker. In Canada, Manitoba elects a First Nations member as Premier, a Canadian first. In India, opposition leader Mahu Moitra dragged, forcibly lifted by Delhi cops.
Vaccine booster campaigns start as cases rise in Europe due to COVID. Malaysia prepares to make rain close schools as haze worsens.
Meta wants to charge EU users $14 a month if they don't agree to personalized ads on Facebook and Instagram. Meta admits that it trains its AI on your Instagram and Facebook posts.
Viruses discovered as new therapy option for atopic dermatitis. Poo from baboons, lemurs and pigs contains bacteriophage virus for treating ulcers in diabetes patients, UK researchers say. Calls for verbal abuse of children by adults to be formally recognized as form of child maltreatment. Eating disorders increase during pandemic in female adolescents and adults.
Type 2 diabetes at age 30 linked to shorter life expectancy. Canadian kids cost parents more than $350,000 from birth to 17. Statistics Canada study suggests.
Although men did prefer the faces of women near ovulation more than when they were photographed at other times of the menstrual cycle, the three main hypotheses tested as the paternal investment hypothesis, the reduced infanticide hypothesis, and the cuckoldry hypothesis were not supported. However, sociosexuality did negatively predict preference for the high fertility faces among single participants. The Nobel Prize in Physics 2023 was awarded to French Pierre Agostini, Austrian Ferenc Krauss and French Anne Hulier for experimental methods that generated tosecant pulses of light for the study of electron dynamics in matter.
ICRI, International Coral Reef Initiative, network of 45 countries pledged to raise $12 billion to fund coral reef protection. Justice cancels 2 megabasin projects in France's Poitou-Charentes, which hold water for use. Portsmouth man charged with shooting nearly 80 hawks to protect squirrels. Federal Marijuana Banking Act, now sponsored by over 25% of the entire U.S. Senate. New Mexico, adult use marijuana sales crosses $500 million mark, as latest monthly sales narrowly miss record. Dow, S&P 500 fall to 4-month lows as bond yields rise on jobs data as job openings increase in August, hitting highest level since May, and 10-year Treasury yield reaches highest level in 16 years. Sweden's Riksbank considers raising interest rates due to high inflation. Canadian dollar hits 6-month low as bond yields soar.
Wall Street thinks America's homes are overvalued. Calgary home sales jumped 29% in September, hitting record high. Apple enforces new check on apps in China as Beijing tightens oversight, as Apple forced to lock down App Store in China, and VPN loophole won't work anymore. Russia plans to block VPN in March 2024, member of Federation Council says.
Huawei is developing its own CMOS camera sensor. Samsung's new fan editions of the Galaxy S23, Tab S9, and Buds bring flagship features to lower prices. Made in India iPhones get trashed on Chinese social media.
U.S. new vehicle sales jump in third quarter as UAW workers' strike casts shadow. Also GM third quarter U.S. sales surged 21% on resilient demand for SUVs, pickups. Ford's new F-150 Lightning Flash trim will have more range, a bigger screen, and a heat pump. Volvo X30 pricing revealed. $34,950 for RWD and $44,900 for AWD. Toyota will offer simulated manual transmissions in its EVs. Tesla launches Model Y rear-wheel drive in the U.S., its cheapest SUV. Honda races to attract consumers with crypto payments expansion, as Honda announced you can pay with cryptocurrency.
Feds auctioning YouTuber's 32-car collection after fraud conviction. Meta wants to charge EU users $14 a month if they don't agree to personalized ads on Facebook and Instagram.
Easy Life, fans say EasyJet owner suing over name. The Last of Us multiplayer would be frozen. Naughty Dog reportedly fired 25 employees. Devs. Lionsgate's Michael Jackson biopic Michael from Antoine Fuqua to be released internationally by Universal. Pablo Trapero to direct adaptation of Olin Steinhauer's novel The Tourist for 20th Century Studios. Gomorrah and Romanzo Criminale prequels in the works at Sky.
The Flying Shipping Containers Company, Droneliner details grand ambition for 600 tons uncrewed freighters. An Oceanside, Florida highway may be named after the late Jimmy Buffett. Indonesia's Minister of Agriculture disappeared in Europe after reportedly being a corruption suspect. Court tosses $223.8 million verdict against J&J Intel cancer case. APL Mars Ingenuity helicopter led to address 2023 Mars Society Convention. China invites Change 8 lunar probe mission, global collaboration. Northrop Grumman withdraws bid to build NASA space station. NASA got its first asteroid sample, with help from Queen guitarist Brian May. 55 Chinese sailors are feared dead after nuclear submarine gets caught in a trap intended to snare British and U.S. vessels in the Yellow Sea. In the UK, trans women to be banned from female hospital wards. A report from Swiss claims that more than half of the drugs in pharmacies without proven efficiency. In Ireland, contraceptive pill to be sold in pharmacies without prescription for the first time.
Human Rights Act should be Criminal Rights Act, Braverman claims, as Tory frog marked out for softly spoken heckling. Sula Braverman to ban sex offenders from changing name and gender. Fans believe Matt Canada used his Steelers team email address to create burner account. NHL's Derek Stepan announces retirement after 13 NHL seasons. WNBA officially approves Tom Brady's ownership stake in Aces. In Italy, Florence bans new short-term rentals in historic center. Iceland will implement visitor tax, Prime Minister says. In Italy, bus falls from Venice Bridge, at least 20 feared dead.